An intense day in the Kaylee Anthony case. Today, criminal charges were filed against Casey as her father carted bags of stuffed animals to the curb, and her mother refused to see Casey in jail. So, will Casey Anthony crack, or will her family crumble first? There is a growing rift in the Anthony family tonight, and it may be because Casey isn't talking.
Her father's asked her point blank. Her brother asked her to write him a letter. But so far, she has said nothing substantial about what happened to Kaylee. In the most shocking development yet, Cindy Anthony decided to abandon her visit to see Casey in jail because she felt it would hurt her chances to find Kaylee.
And if I have to choose between Casey and Kaylee, I'm going to choose Kaylee right now because Kaylee doesn't have anybody fighting for her.
Jeff, did Cindy say any more about skipping that jail visit?
Yeah, she did. When she walked out of her house this afternoon, she told us it was because she had something private she wanted to tell her daughter, but she knew that all of the jail visits, all of the visitation logs, even videotape of the visits are part of the public record.
I cried because I want to go see her, and I can't.
An emotional day for Cindy Anthony, grandmother of missing 2-year-old Kaylee. Early this morning, she left her home without explanation, and then this afternoon, while Casey Anthony waited in jail, Cindy decided not to show up for her scheduled visit.
Couldn't sleep last night. Had all these mixed feelings. Should I go? Shouldn't I go?
Last week, a friend decided to cancel his jail visit because of concerns about media scrutiny. But today, Casey's mom was the first family member to skip out on a visit. Late this afternoon, she walked out of her home and cited similar reasons for not showing up, saying she was afraid whatever she said about Kaylee could be made public and put her life in jeopardy.
It's all about Kaylee, and it's all about her safety.
But Cindy Anthony's roller coaster ride didn't end there. This afternoon, she reacted to the state attorney's office filing official charges against her daughter, calling it a victory. Thankful her daughter wasn't charged with anything more than child neglect.
So if they had anything hard and concrete against her, I think they'd use today as an opportunity.
And she never would say what kind of danger Kaylee could be in. She did tell us, however, that she passed on whatever message she had for Casey to her attorney, who will meet with her privately in jail. Reporting live in Orange County, Jeff Deal, Channel 9 Eyewitness News.
Another major development happened late this afternoon. The state attorney's office filed formal charges against Casey Anthony. They are felony child neglect and making a false statement to a sheriff's detective, which is a misdemeanor. Channel 9's Kathy Bellich is live at the sheriff's office right now with more on these latest developments. Kathy?
Well, the sheriff's office had also arrested Casey Anthony on an obstruction of justice charge. That charge has not been filed, and it would be tougher to prove in this case. Prosecutors would have to prove that Casey Anthony intentionally misled investigators to throw them off. Late this afternoon, Casey Anthony's attorney filed subpoenas for all of Casey's material on the MySpace and Facebook websites, asking for it by Friday. It could be used as evidence against Casey for the child neglect charge, that this is what she was doing 5 days after her daughter Kaylee disappeared, rather than using every possible means to find Kaylee. If not reporting it to law enforcement, then getting help from her family, friends, or even a private investigator. Investigators say she did the exact opposite. She kept it from everyone who could have helped find Kaylee. The other charge accuses Casey of lying to a sheriff's detective about when she last saw Kaylee.
Those were the things that they've arrested her for, so there's nothing new. If they had something to charge her, why wouldn't they do it today?
Kaylee's grandmother took time to talk with us today, but she stood Casey up for their scheduled afternoon video visit. We even walked up to the window and asked a supervisor whether Casey was sitting in front of her camera waiting for her mother to show up for the visit, but we were told that they wouldn't take Casey to that area until her visitor showed up. Because it wasn't canceled in advance, it still counts as Casey's second visit of the week. Her brother Lee is still scheduled for a visit with her on Thursday. Investigators are still awaiting results of lab tests that could tell them whether any signs of Kaylee have been found on the shovel that Casey had borrowed from a neighbor, and also whether Kaylee was alive when hairs that appear to be hers somehow got into her mother's car trunk. Now, even though Casey Anthony's mother seems relieved today that the charges which were filed were not more serious, that doesn't mean that serious charges won't be filed in the future if there is new evidence to support them, and this is an ongoing investigation. Reporting live from the Orange County Sheriff's Headquarters, Kathy Bellich, Channel 9 Eyewitness News.